Hello and welcome back to our Journeyman career mode. This is episode number 8 and we are deeply entrenched into season number 2. Still in group 1 with the Shamrock Rovers, but we've got a 6-point buffer here on the Sligo Rovers. Now what I'm going to do in this episode is we're going to push all the way through. We've got 3 months of games remaining, but the way this team's performing now, we're sort of getting the job done on simulation. So I've got a really good feeling that we will take out the championship in this season. So probably just play the one game in this one just to make sure this episode isn't bloody an hour long. I think we will have the final game of the season is against the Sligo Rovers. So hopefully we can push through to that one, still be on top of the table. We'll play that game and lift the trophy. And then we'll get on to going on and looking for a job in group number 2. Now, I'm not going to count my chickens before they hatch. We still need to get through to the end of the season and see where we end up. Hopefully we win the title. But what I'll do is I'll start simulating now. We'll see live sims of the games. Obviously, if we start losing a few and we drop out of first, I'll play an extra game just to confirm that we should get the win and get through this group stage. It's been great to see some of your teams that you've been posting to me on Twitter. Thank you very much. What I might try and do is the more of those that do get uploaded once we move into the next group in that, I don't know, are you keen to see some more of other people's teams? I can try and put in some of the, some screen overlays and stuff and have a look at some of the other teams that you boys are doing. I don't know. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on that one. But anyway, let's get into this one. Let's get simulating and see if we can finish off this season with a bang with the Shamrock Rovers. Right, so games-wise in February, we've got Bohemian, Galway and Finn Harps. Bohemian, the only ones really in with a chance, but they're about 20 points behind us. Not real any point in playing those games. March, well, I mean, these teams haven't done anything this season either. Cork have fallen right away, and then we have a Limerick and Sligo to finish it off. So at this stage, I'm just going to play the Sligo Rovers game in this episode, and so we can see us lifting the trophy. But yeah, let's get into simulating now against Bohemian. Right, the big question will be, obviously, we've got injuries to Garlow and O'Byrne. So, 2 big players from this team are out of action. So can Shamrock do the goods here towards the end of the season? We come through, beat Bohemian 3-0 goals to Madden, Miller and O'Connor. Right, we're away here against Galway. It's a 1-0 victory. O'Connor gets himself another goal. He's starting to pick up a few, old Niall. Right, monthly scouting update here from Australia has brought us back fuck all. We are in Egypt, couple of players to keep an eye on, but no signings this month. And the Republic of Ireland, well, there's one lad to keep an eye on here in Ronan Lynch. We'll see how he's looking next month at 67 to 89 potential. Right, next up we have the Finn Harps, and we are away from home and we lose 2-0. Oh dear. Right, it's a U Squad monthly report now. Orellana 71 to 83 has dropped off a little bit. Clausen 79 to 93. Chris Curran 70 to 78. I'm going to release him. 76 to 82 in Neil Dunphy and Julio Gallardo 68 to 84. Probably need some more strikers here, but we'll hold on signing these lads up. The squad is getting pretty full, and well, we want a full squad before we finish up here with Shamrock, but we obviously want to bring in the last couple of key players from the youth academy if we can. Right, we move into March. We've got Cork City at home, looking to find some form. Heisen gets a goal after the 8th minute, still without Garlow and O'Byrne, and it's a 4-0 victory. Heisen getting himself 4 goals. Well done. Right, we're away here to the Bray Wanderers. Garlow has just come back from injury, and it's a 1-0 victory. Fredrickson gets himself a knock. Right, scouts are back once again. We're in Australia, of course, and the only lad to keep an eye on there is Jamie Mitchell, but his potential's still not the highest. We'll continue to monitor. We are here in Egypt, of course, and yeah, nothing really to write home about. Gabala Gandawa looks okay, but a lower valuation, so we'll continue to scout the boys. And we are here in the Republic of Ireland, and Ian Gallagher, 51 to 69, 64 to 88 potential, but a valuation of 425. We're going to sign him into the academy. O'Byrne is back from injury. We take on Derry City. It's a 4-1 victory, and Burke checks in for 2 goals. All right, U-Squad monthly report. Orellana's dropped right out of the race, so we're going to release him. Clausen 80 to 90. Ian Gallagher 62 overall, 69 to 89 potential. Dunphy 76 to 82, and Gallardo 69 to 81. We're actually going to release him as well. Right, we're now into April, and it's Shamrock hosting Limerick, and it's a 2-1 victory. Garlow and Burke with the goals. Alright, here we go. It's the final game of the season. We're at the showgrounds in Sligo to take on the Sligo Rovers. It's first versus second, but we have this one stitched up. It's just a formality here for the Shamrock Rovers to lift the title, and then we can move on to group number 2. So just an opportunity here to see some of these young lads probably in action for the last time. We obviously can bring Garlow with us, but then after that, we can shortlist a few of these lads if we think they've got quality for the future. And if a team comes in to buy them from Shamrock, then we can make a play to bring them to our new team. But we have absolutely dominated the league here. We are out by 11 points. No chance of anyone catching us this season. So we just need to get the job done here today. We will lift the trophy and we can start looking for a job in group number 2. Magnificent job here from Davide Lombardi. He has rebuilt this team within 2 seasons. And we have got some special players here at the club. The likes of O'Byrne between the sticks. Obviously our scout future star in Garlow. Niall O'Connor has shown a little bit of poi in the midfield, playing in the cam position. And we've also brought in some okay defensive options as well. But Big Freddie not available today. He is out injured. So let's just get into this game. See if we can find some goals. Heisen will be definitely looking to score today. And we can look to lift a trophy. There's the Sligo Rovers side that we know nothing about, except for that their goalkeeper has an amazing name in Schling-Lingerman. Let's get into it. Oh, O'Connor slips through. Finds Heisen from range. Works Schling-Lingerman. Just a test out from distance. Garlow, good touch on. Restov gets the run from Garlow. And the Italian stallion works his way down the line. Passes it inside. Here's Niall O'Connor. Spins, turns, shoots, delivers into Callan McFadden's gonads. And it will be a corner here for the Shamrock Rovers. Mealy delivers it inside. Shen gets up and it's out for a goal kick. Oh, great save from O'Byrne. Sligo have got us at the moment. Here's Garlow. Restov plays it off and Byrne makes the run down the outside. Working his way into a bit of space here, Byrne. Cut back through the middle, slips it off. Niall O'Connor plays this one off to Finn. Finn trying to play it forward. It's taken a ricochet, and that should be a corner here for Shamrock. Well, didn't see what happened. Oh, there it is. And O'Byrne has just had his nutsack ripped clean off. He's done for the day. You can see him there reaching for the undercarriage. So Eirik Hogan comes in. I think he's a Norwegian left back, only 58 overall, but he'll get his opportunity here. Heisen gets the touch on. O'Connor's definitely offside. Rails one at Schling-Lingerman. That's an offside call. Finn. O'Connor, there's the whistle. So at half-time, it's deadlocked at 0-0. Hogan, Restov, Garlow. Young Garlow just drives his way forward. No one coming at him. He strikes, and it's a soft shot for Schling-Lingerman. Finn plays it off. Here's Ristov, the Bulgarian. Works his way through. He's got Garlow working for him down the line. It's a lovely run from the Italian. He's going to whip this one in. Oh, Ristov sets up the play out to Garlow. And he kept on running. And he finds himself on the end of a pinpoint pass from the Italian. It's 1-0 Shamrock. That's the goal we've been waiting for. Just went long, kept running through the middle there. And Garlow seen him. He leaps majestically like a salmon from the river and smashes it past Schling-Lingerman, who didn't have time to blink. 1-0 Shamrock. Oh, yes, it's a dead rubber, but we love a goal. Come on, boys. Back to Ristov, off to Finn. Niall O'Connor does his man in with a little bit of trickery. Works his way forward. Niall O'Connor puts it wide. Well, let's make some changes. Chen Yang and Nazir Al-Mawalahad check in for Mealy and Finn. Slips it off. Garlow shoots, but Schling-Lingerman makes the save. There's Garlow. Off to Chen Yang. Restov, the Bulgarian, gets his way forward and strikes again. Schling-Lingerman making the save. It's a corner with 9 minutes to go. Garlow whips in. Another crack at the cherry here, Garlow. Slices his way forward. Oh, it slips out the back and cleared out. Time for an O'Byrne run. Let's go, O'Byrne. Takes the game on here. Still goes O'Byrne. Pushes his way forward. He's running out of juice. He's going to need some help. It doesn't matter. He takes the crack and it's well over. Or well shit strike from the goalkeeper. No more Halad. Chen Yang takes it on. Pushes forward. Gets the run on here. Niall O'Connor cuts back. Here's the cross. It's a deep one. It's Garlow rising. Picked off, cleared away. Sligo clear it off. Madden brings it back inside. Niall O'Connor, Elmore Halad. Garlow turns, tries to shoot. Doesn't matter. That should be the whistle. Come on, blow it. There it is. Victory for Shamrock. And they will take the title here in our second season. And now we can go and look for a job in group number 2. And Davide Lombardi takes his first title on this journeyman adventure.
Some final thoughts on one of the better performers today.
No trophy celebration? What? Why are we lifting the trophy, boys? Where's the celebrations? Oh well, away on the road. We don't get to lift it here. Unfortunately, we have won the title, but no trophy celebration. 13 shots to 4. It was a good day out there from the boys. Hristov gets a man of the match, 8.7. Right, great work. We've got our exposure done. That's cool. Prize money, 110 grand for winning the league. Yep, nice. And burns out for 3 months with a broken ankle. Right, so now you're wondering, how do we go about getting a job here in group number 2? Here are the 2 things that I do suggest. Obviously, this league finishes in the next month. Whereas other leagues won't finish until the start of July. So yeah, there's a little bit of a grey area here coming out of the Irish League. Generally, if you come across here to the Browns jobs, you've won the title, that's fine. You can do that by going into My Career and seeing that you have won the league title. Bingo. Objective complete. Alright, so if we go into Browns jobs, we can see here there is already a job available for us here in Scotland, but that is Group 3, so we're not allowed to take that one. So here's what I suggest. You have 2 options of what you can try to get a job in Norway, Sweden, Austria, and Denmark in Group number 2. You can save it up here, and you can look for jobs over the next 2 weeks. You'll probably still get offers up until the end of April. And then this Irish League will transition. And when you get into May and June, from my testing, it didn't seem to have any jobs available. So you have to go into the next season, and it's about September, October when the jobs start rolling through again. So you've got 2 options. You can save it up here, and you can check every single day to see if you get a job offer. If you get to the 29th and there's no job offers here for Group 2, you can back out, reload it, and have another crack, and keep doing that until you get that Group 2 job. Or you can roll through to the next season if that job's not coming up, and we'll just wait until you get one. So you're still getting scout reports back, you're still building. If you get an international job offer, that is great. You can start scouting there. Just keep going until you get that Group 2 job offer. If you get to the end of November or something and you haven't got that job offer, I'd probably suggest reloading and waiting until that job offer does come through. So I'm going to get into this now. I'll be back once I have a job offer here for Group number 2. But first and foremost, before we go in and try and get that new job, I better wrap up the season here. So we've smashed it here. We've won at the Irish League. That is fine. 75 points. We are ready to go. Let's go and have a look at some stats. Check out how the squad is looking, and maybe make a mental note of some players that we might want to shortlist for future teams. So top goal scorer for this season was Niall O'Connor, playing in the cam role for us, and then Miele out on the right-hand side put in 13 goals as well. Finn is in there with 6, and Heisen with 6, down in 23rd position. Assist-wise, O'Connor had 6, Heisen with 6, Burke with 4, so that's a pretty good return. Clean sheets, O'Byrne, even though he was injured for such a long time, still had 11 and took the Golden Glove. Sulemiani, the backup keeper, had 6. So you can see there, if you get yourself a good keeper in these kind of leagues, it's definitely going to help you with getting promoted defensively. Byrne there with 5 yellow cards. And red cards. Madden got himself 1. Yeah. Okay. Right, we'll take a quick look at the squad. I will do an update on the squad if it's not till November that we get, moving on to the next one. But if I get another job tomorrow, well, then this is how we are leaving it at this stage. So, O'Byrne has gone up 4 to 78. Brady's up 55, up 2. Sulemiani up 16. I trained him heavily while O'Byrne was injured. So they've got 2 good goalkeepers here. That should see them out for a while, even if they sell one of them off. McNamee's at 50, gone up 1. Sen 66 gone up 6. Fredrickson is injured. Blocked from receiving offers. Well, we'll allow offers now, just in case. He is an exciting prospect. So definitely someone that I'll probably keep an eye on is Big Freddy. 67 gone up 6, an exciting prospect. So someone that we could probably shortlist, and if they go to sell him, we can try and swoop in and take him. Haugen's 58 gone up 9. Christoph 64 gone up 2. McGuinness 56 gone up 5. Dumfries a 48 gone up 2. Elmore Halad 62 gone up 3. Simonson 52 gone up 1. Boyce is a 49. So we just promoted a lot of youth players into this. 56 gone up 2. Juan's a 58 gone up 11. Solomyani 61 gone up 6. He's loan listed. Let's remove him from the loan list. See, showing great potential, so he might be all right for the Saudis. Juan Gual 58 gone up 5. Fitzy's a 54 gone up 7. Cabrera 55 gone up 1. So it's going to be a while before these lads sort of get going. Because obviously we can't see their potentials and all that kind of jazz. Jesperson's an exciting prospect, so there's another one that we could possibly shortlist. August Jesperson. Griffiths, Oliver Murphy showing great potential. The Kiwi. Niall O'Connor, well, we've blocked him. We'll allow the offers now. And he's showing great potential. Garlow obviously will be on our shortlist. Hughes is there. Thomason 56 gone up 2. Rafferty, he's going out on loan. A free first been approached already. Lynch, Heisen will allow offers there. I don't think he has a potential, but has some good stats about him. Kelly 56, Murphy 54, and Chen Yang is a 60, showing great potential. So it might be handy for China. So that is our squad at this stage. Now I'll go and see if I can grab us a job in group number 2, where we'll be back very, very shortly. Right, so I've had a few cracks at finishing off April and trying to get a job. Nothing's come through as of yet, so I'm going to start again on this one. If we don't get a job in this one, I'm going to roll through to the next season and see if a job comes up there in probably September, October-ish. So I might just cut my face out and speed it up so you can still see what's going on. If we get any youth scouts reports back and all that, I'm just going to smash through it. All right, so hold on to your hats. We're going into fast forward.
A few moments later.
Right, we are back here. It is the 3rd of September. The jobs have just started coming in here in September. I've got through the transfer window and all that jazz. Don't know what I've chucked in the edit. It's just been sitting here going, yep, sign, yep, whatever, cool, no dramas. So, we'll go across to browse jobs, and we have 2 options here in the Norwegian League. We have Molde FK and we have Rosenborg BK. I'm taking a look at it. Who do we want? Rosenborg currently sit in 1st. And Molde FK sit in 6th. So we've got some money to play with there. Obviously the transfer window won't be open, but we'll be able to buy some decent scouts. Still waiting for that international job offer to come flying through. We did get one there from Hungary, but obviously we can't scout Hungary, so we can't take that job offer. Molde or Rosenborg? Molde or Rosenborg? They both want us to win the league title in our first season. So I think we'll take the Rosenborg job. Done. We're going to Norway. Now, let's see if they accept that offer. Now, what else we need to do before we get this offer is quickly jump into our youth academy. And I'm just going to offer positions to any players through here that might be able to help out the team. Oh, there's some good players there, but they're locked off because they're not 15 yet. So we'll just try and bring in as many lads as we can so they have a full squad. Don't know how many will be accepted. Oh, release a player. All right, so the squad is full there now. All right, so there is a full squad. O'Byrne's up to a 79. Brady a 58. Sulemiani 76. McNamee 51. So they've got some decent players coming through. Freddie's up to a 68. Pretty much, you know what, 52 odd players in here. So a very big squad for them to deal with, and hopefully they sell off some of those players. Some of these lads will stick around the club for some time and hopefully grow into beasts and turn Shamrock into a huge team. Garlo's up to a 75. What's his valuation now? All right, so we're going to need 12.5 million just to try and bring him across to this Norwegian team if we do get the offer accepted. So, yeah, we're going to have to keep some of that money because Garlo needs to be our first purchase. Heisen have trained up to a 70, so he should be dominating here for years to come until he gets sold off. But I think we left Shamrock in a pretty good spot. Let's see if the Norwegian job does get accepted. Right, Rosenborg, happy to have us on board. 18 grand a week. We are heading to Norway. Bednar. All right, so we've taken a hold of Rosenborg. I'm not going to jump into this for this episode, of course, but we have made our transition here into group number 2. It looks like we've got a fairly decent side here. We have to get promoted, well, win the title this season. They don't have much in the reserves bench, that is for sure, but it looks like there's a strong side there for us to build on. Now, the fact that we are in September, I'm going to assume that we're pretty much in the start of a season. That's fine. If we do go through and win the title in this one and we get enough academy players into this team, I'm going to say that we can move on to group number 3. Normally, I'd like 2 seasons in each group. It'll really depend on how we go because I'm going to try and get rid of some of these players as well. We still haven't got that international job, so we need to wait for that to come around, and we obviously need to buy some scouts. We've got some money to play with. Bam, 5-star, 5-star. Thank you very much to scout here in Norway. Have we got another one on the cards? We've got 5-star, 4-star. We'll take him on board for our international scout. And 4-star, 4-star. That will do us for now. So I won't send these out just yet. I'll start this one off in the next episode so that I can get to the suggestions. That's good. We've got our scout set up. Bit of money to play with, which is nice to see. Right, so that's where we will finish up. We've made our way into the second stage. We have Rosenborg, who sit top of the table, so hopefully a nice little journey through Norway here. Not sure. I mean, the Rosenborg must be a decent side if they're sitting here undefeated at the moment. Only the 1 goal scored against them, so obviously they've got a decent defensive line. But we want a chance to bring in some youth. We want to turn Rosenborg into a dynasty like we have done with the Shamrock. Hopefully Shamrock keeps going in the future. We will monitor them through the season. So once I get to the end of this season, I will go back and always check on the Irish League, see how the Shamrock boys are doing. I need to get some of those lads on my short list. Obviously going to have to bring Garlo in once we get to the January window, and well, we've made it group number 2, just waiting for that international job that we can actually take. Only been offered Hungary so far, so that's where we'll leave the Journeyman. Make sure you're letting me know how you're going with your series, and let's get ready for building another team here in group number 2. And I'm just so waiting for this international job. I want to start building our World Cup squad. We're into 2019 now, so 1 World Cup's already passed us by. We need to start looking towards the 2022 World Cup. I just need that proper team offer to come in. Thanks very much for checking out this Journeyman episode. We will see you in the next one. I'm Sparring DK. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, and you have a good one.